Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're recording from home today, so if you hear some background noise, that is why. But we wanted to do an update on the Pokemon card situation. You know, the highly sought-after Pokemon card that's causing grown-ass men to riot, basically.
But this is nothing to do with that, really. We're just the juxtaposition.
Yeah, we're going to give you some good news.
Right.
That the little boy that was going to sell his Pokemon card collection to raise money for his doggy to go to the vet has received a whole bunch of cards from Pokemon.
Right, and I probably will cry. So just warning you now.
All right, so before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We're over 191,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. This is a rare bit of good news these days in the pop culture space, right? So I don't know if you guys remember.
Yeah, let's talk about the original story.
Yeah, the original story was that this little boy was selling his Pokemon cards to fund treatment for his sick puppy.
Yeah, his puppy had parvo, and he said that his brother and sister play together, but he always played with the dog. And so the dog got sick, and he didn't know what else to do because his family didn't have a lot of money. So his mom got a picture of him at work. Someone took a picture. He went outside and started selling his Pokemon cards. And I'm sure he probably got flipping ripped off on several of those because, you know.
I'm sure he did.
I'll bet you money because he wouldn't know to go look and see what the prices were. And he was selling his Pokemon cards to pay for the dog. Now, they did a GoFundMe, and they raised over $5,000, but they turned it off. Because they had what they needed, and they said they were going to use the money for the dog, for vaccines, for other things the dog needed, and then anything additional they were going to use to help other dogs who needed it. But that was the story, and I remember we even said, well, I hope that someone sends him some cards. Well, the Pokemon people did. They
did, which is really awesome. So this is coming from a local news station in Virginia. Virginia boy receives surprise from Pokemon after selling his collection to save his puppy. He was sent rare Pokemon cards and a letter of appreciation. They said Bryson Killian of Lebanon, Virginia, gained national attention last week for selling his Pokemon card collection to save his puppy, who was diagnosed with parvo.
Parvo's really bad.
Yeah, it is. It is. Not long after, his mom made a GoFundMe. They got the $5,000. Bryson has since been reunited with his furry best friend, who is now healthier than ever.
Yeah, puppy's going to be okay, it sounds like.
He has more vaccine appointments, but he's doing great, like amazing, Bryson's mother, Kimberly Woodruff, said. But Bryson's kind act didn't just get the attention of people around the world. It also caught the attention of Pokemon employees based in Washington. They sent the diehard Pokemon fanatic a package of rare Pokemon cards that are hard to find in stores.
So he doesn't have to beat the grown-ass men.
The grown-ass men, yeah.
You know, going in and trying to take all the packs.
They even sent a letter of appreciation that read, "Hey Bryson, we were so inspired by your story about selling your cards for your dog's recovery. These are some cards to help you replace the ones you had to sell." Bryson couldn't believe it. "I'm happy he's home, and I'm proud of myself. Now my brother and sister are playing with him too. And now I'm really playing with him pretty often," he said. The additional money that was raised in the fundraiser will go toward medical expenses for other sick pets in Virginia. So this is pretty awesome.
Is that the video? No, it's their news story.
Yeah, I think they have here. Oh, here we go. Wow. That's pretty awesome.
Sorry, I'm going to cry about it.
Yeah, look at that. So look.
There's the puppy.
Yeah, now this I don't believe was any kind of a PR stunt for Pokemon because they definitely don't need to drum up PR because people are,
unless they need some positive PR after all the fights and stuff.
Yeah, but that's not their fault.
That's not their fault. But I mean, maybe if they printed more cards, but who the heck knows what?
Yeah, that seems to be like Nintendo, especially, is kind of weird about. We saw that with the Amiibo cards too, that people were.
Yeah, I couldn't get. I had luckily someone that watches was able to get me a pack and send me them for the Sanrio ones for Animal Crossing because I couldn't get them. I mean, even the pre-orders they said were getting canceled.
Oh yeah, it was insane. So these guys were all going to his house right now.
Yeah. These are these guys at Walmart. I think this is Walmart.
Yeah.
This is why, our Walmart had a sign up that said you only could buy them behind the counter 1 pack per person. Because this is what keeps happening with the sports cards, not just Pokemon cards, sports cards as well. And you see the one guy, he goes in there and whatever that is, he grabs the entire display and shoves it in his cart. So no one else can have any.
Does nobody, with all the money you're making off of these Pokemon cards, can no one afford pants that fit? I'm looking at a lot of ass cracks here, and I'm like, pants that fit. Somebody please.
I wasn't sure if you meant the actual ass cracks or that's what you're calling these guys, but so there's some good news out of this. I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure, but I think on the GoFundMe page, the little boy they got him a P.O. box. I want to say one of their updates, they were talking about they were working on getting a P.O. box. I don't know if they ever posted it, but they were talking about how they were trying. Oh, they did. Here you go. I think that's what people wanted to send him cards. For obvious reasons. I'm trying not to cry. I'm trying really hard not to cry. I was telling my mom about the story before I recorded it, and I'm just bawling because I love animals and love kids. So it's really hard for me. But anyway, I'm getting through it. Professional.
All right. So this is pretty awesome.
Just call me Kevin.
Now, speaking of professionals, if you want a professional Poke shopper to hunt for your Pokemon cards,
I want to be a professional Poke shopper.
$60 an hour. $60
how are they finding these?
Hour. So Pokemon cards and their seemingly endless increase in value have led to many problems across the world, especially for collectors. Thanks to the rise in value, the Pokemon card craze has led to card shortages and scalpers.
Yeah, it used to be there was like tons of them on the shelves. Like no one even paid attention to them.
Fandom Spot, an online fandom platform, is looking to fight the frenzy by offering a new service called Pokemon Card Hunters. Oh, God.
$60 an hour.
Do you want to earn $60 an hour hunting for Pokemon cards?
You have spare time on your hands? I mean, I know a lot of people.
Like these guys.
I know a lot of people want to be paid $60 an hour. What do they have to do?
I don't know. Pokemon card hunters will be paid to travel to several stores either locally or around the state looking for items requested by customers willing to pay the fees. Customers can expect to pay hunters $60 an hour to either physically shop for trading cards or to search online to make purchases. It's up to them. The final payment will ultimately be up to an agreement between the hunter and the customer.
That sounds sketchy. I think the hunter's going to get screwed because, I mean, what if the hunter goes out for hours and you're paying them $6 an hour and they don't find anything? So it could be like, dumping money into a hole. Yeah. And then two, what if you make an arrangement with the hunter and you're like, oh, okay, I'll pay you this much, and then they don't pay you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I guess it's being bad for both either the hunter and the huntee.
If you're interested in becoming a Pokemon card hunter, you'll need to provide a photo ID after registration. You must be at least 18 years old. You'll also need to have a clean driving license and access to the internet. Once you've been approved as a hunter, you'll be given specific instructions by your customer how they like you carry out the work. God, this sounds like a hitman or something.
Well, if somebody had a bunch of Pokemon cards and they wanted to get rid of them and they were like, rare ones, they could say, oh yeah, I'll be a hunter. And then I want this card and I'm willing to pay up to this much money. And then you don't go anywhere. Say it took you 2 hours and then, oh yeah, and here's the card for that price.
12 hours. And I finally got you the card you wanted.
Yeah, top dollar.
Top dollar.
I just think this is ripe for issues. That's a system ripe for issues.
We also recommend that there's a contract written up. Yeah, I know.
So wait, this place is connecting people with the hunters.
Yeah.
Clearly they're probably taking a fee for doing so, or they're taking part of the profit. But basically they're just connecting you. They're not actually taking any responsibility for it whatsoever, but you give them a cut of it.
Yep.
Because we're recommending that you have a contract. Yeah, you should. $60. You're gonna pay someone $60 an hour to go find you cards. At that point you could have just bought how many cards online.
Yeah, right. I don't know. This is nuts. I don't know how much longer it's gonna last. I'm having 90s flashbacks.
I want to go back to the good news, which is the child. So
yeah.
So in good news, there is still kindness in the world, and it would be really shitty of Pokemon not to send him something. I kind of wondered if they would, but they did.
If the box arrives in the mail and it's got air holes in it, they have sent him a live Pikachu.
Yeah, that's what it is, a real one. One. But I'm so glad to hear that, after he sold his cards, and I am 100% sure, I would put money on it that he got ripped off on some of those sales.
Oh, I have no doubt. I have no doubt.
That I'm so glad that they sent him cards, and it's nice to have a P.O. box. So if you want to send him something, whether it be cards or like a little letter or like a picture or something nice.
something nice. Send him something
Do
nice.
not send him something crappy, or
No.
send the child something nice, or something maybe a leash for his dog or something. You have a PO box that he could, you can send him things.
Chewy.com. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this one up.
Yes.
All right, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. And we'll talk to you later.
Bye.